Yo, what's going on, guys? Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Hope everyone's doing well. Today on Eagles Talks Football, we're going to be talking about Granit Xhaka leaving Arsenal Football Club, Kieran Tierney being rumored to go into Newcastle United, and Arsenal might be spending up to £170 million on Declan Reiss and Caicedo. Let's find out what's the truth and what's not the truth in the next hour. And so I'm going to break down everything around Arsenal Football Club and all the news and everything around it. So do me a favor, make sure you guys do hit that goddamn like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and let's get straight into it. Where do we begin? I guess we have to begin with the breaking news about not Kieran Tierney. We'll save Kieran Tierney and Granit Xhaka's news for later, but we'll start with the breaking news out of yesterday, where Fabrizio Romano just a couple minutes ago broke that Granit Xhaka will also be leaving. So that is another thing that we're going to have to talk about. But the main thing that I'm going to begin with is the rumors around Caicedo. And of course, you guys already know Declan Reiss. Declan Reiss has been linked to Arsenal for a couple weeks now. We've known about Declan Reiss for a long time. We've known what the club wants about Declan Reiss. We know that they're interested in Declan Reiss, but now it seems more than ever. Seems more likely than ever now. Now the Times Sports reported this originally, and they were the first person to break it. So let's look at what they had to say. If this is the first thing, 1 second. Yeah. So there's so many things. Okay. So let's let it begin from here. So first you had Leverkusen are negotiating Xhaka and facilitating a move for Diaby, a player who Arsenal would like. That happened 20 hours ago. We heard that. And then, of course, we know Granit Xhaka has been at the club for a while now. People are starting to get to like him. His story at Arsenal has been crazy. He's been loved. He's been hated. So many things. But the rumor has it that the Times are reporting that Arsenal are ready to break club spending records at this summer and splurge around 200 million. And Arteta's signings for the midfield this summer could be Declan Reiss and Moisés Caicedo that would cost around a club like this could be 2 club record fees back to back in 170 being spent. Now, do me a favor, guys. We have 20 of you guys in the chat right now. Do me a favor. Keep hitting that goddamn like button. Helps out the channel out massively. But yeah, let me know what you guys think at this moment in time. Do you think it's possible Arsenal could get both Reiss and Caicedo for 170? Now, with that rumor that Reiss and Caicedo are going to be coming in, we also see the rumor that Granit Xhaka will be headed out the door. And headed out the door for what? 15 million euros, they're saying. 15 million euros for him. That is a crazy low amount. I would have thought we would have got more, but Granit Xhaka has a year left, I think, on his deal. I don't know how many years he has left, but he doesn't have too much left, right? Now, Arteta wants to sign Declan Reiss and Caicedo. West Ham and Brighton, respectively, could cost a combined 170 million pounds. Now, these two players are quality players, and they will raise the level and ceiling of this team. Now, looking at this here, if this is true, imagine KC spending this type of money. Look at what they did with the Rams, the Avalanche, the Denver Nuggets. If they do the same thing with Arsenal, definitely exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. We also got news on Tomiyasu, ladies and gentlemen. Tomiyasu could be out until summer, as he'll have a knee surgery, and he might be out running until January or February next year. That is what's being reported. Also, Mikel Arteta is signing attacking players, 2 defensive players, in addition to the midfield, but he will partly fund it by selling some key players in the team. Right now, this right here. Arsenal mean business, ladies and gentlemen. This is the main report that is telling everyone it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is crazy. I personally think Arsenal have clear if they have clear objectives for next season, and if they're spending this type of money to bring in Declan Reiss and Caicedo, that is showing the adequate level of what we need for next season. Now, are we gonna get both of them? Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna get both of them. but we should try to get both of them, and we should get both of them. As fans, we should be asking for them to get us both Declan Rice and Caicedo. Put the money down. We have a title challenge that we can get next season. We don't want to miss out on the title challenge next season, right? Now, before we go any further, let me just continue to show the stuff. Where is it? Okay, so here is AFC stuff. AFC stuff had some breaking news also. So they're also saying that some of the players that could be sold in the summer. Granit Xhaka is at the top of the list of players that could be sold. Emil Smith-Rowe is on the list of players that could be sold. Balogun is on the list of players that could be sold. In addition to Rob Holding, Albert Sambilakonga, Nuno Tavares, I think Cedric's contract's already running out anyways, and Kieran Tierney will be headed to Newcastle. That is what they're saying there. Also, Arsenal will reportedly be in part 3, as they're saying Arsenal will have him in part 3. We've already spoken about that. We've already spoken about this. Arsenal previously agreed with both West Ham and Declan Rice months ago. The upfront fee is less than is currently being quoted, while the wages are way below what is being quoted. Our talks have been ongoing for months. This is what Team Talk News Tix has reported on that. And of course, we are also linked to Xavi Simon, the winger who play, or you can call him an attacking midfielder who plays for PSV Eindhoven. We did see him in the Europa League, so we know what he's all about. And then, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I haven't mentioned that needs to be mentioned at this moment in time. That is the breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot of news, but now let's get into my thoughts on each one, because that is just a quick little recap of what the news is today. That is a lot of transfer news. Yeah, a lot of transfer news. Is Partey leaving? No, Partey is not on the list of players that is going to be leaving this season. Big up my guy in the chat. How are you? Getting rid of Xhaka might not even get these. Big mistake. Do you think it's a big mistake to sell Xhaka? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know. Is it a mistake to sell Xhaka? Is it a mistake to sell Xhaka? Let me know. Let me know. Is it a mistake to sell Xhaka? Also, let's continue with the sound. Sounds like we're battling top 4 before the season even starts. What? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, nah, forget about that. Yo, Eagle, because James Bond, because Eagle is delusional. What did I do here? What did I do to say? What did I say or do to be delusional? Like, come on, you just chatting shit now. I get it. You're a Liverpool fan. Fair enough. Xhaka is a leader, man. Xhaka is definitely a leader, and we're gonna miss Granit Xhaka. But my question to you guys is, selling Granit Xhaka might be the key to us getting Declan Rice over the line, and it might be a situation where that is what Arsenal need to do to get these players in. We're gonna subtract 1 and bring in 2. We're getting rid of Granit Xhaka. Arsenal set to open talks with West Ham for about £90 million for Declan Rice. Sources indicate that Arsenal will be offering a new contract and potentially exceeding 300K a week for him. Reportedly, also Granit Xhaka will be a key component in getting Declan Rice over the line. Now, from what I'm reading, from what I've read and what I've seen on these reports, they are quite mixed. But what I'm gonna say is, I rate Granit Xhaka, and I will now for what he's accomplished at Arsenal in the last year or so. He's really turned around opinions. And Granit Xhaka is set to leave officially. Fabrizio Romano has reported it. He is set to leave. Arsenal, Leverkusen are in advanced talks to try to sign him for 15 million euros. That is a player who we're actually going to get a return on our, maybe not as much as we wanted in a return on the investment, but this is actually getting some money back. Like, we never really get much back for players. And I know a lot of people like Granit Xhaka. A lot of people don't want him to leave. But the reality is, at this moment in time, we're going to be upgrading on Granit Xhaka, and we're going to be trying to upgrade the midfield. Declan Rice Granit Xhaka to Declan Rice is definitely an upgrade for me. It's not a mistake. We will recruit well. That is the plan. Good players though. Yeah, definitely. If we can get Iga, sell Xhaka and Partey, get Rice and Caicedo. No, I think you can put Partey on the bench and have Rice and Caicedo come in and still be a massive improvement. But yeah, selling Granit Xhaka does seem like it's going to happen at this moment in time. And I wouldn't be against selling Granit Xhaka personally. I think Granit Xhaka is a quality player, but I definitely wouldn't be against selling him at all. Now, where is oh, by the way, look at this. You have Balogun is officially part of uh, the United States national team. He's changed allegiances. He was originally part of the England national setup, but he's now changed allegiances and he's now joined the United States setup. That's Balogun for you. Balogun, he's made his choice and he said, you know what, I'm now going to be in the United States of America setup. Happy birthday to Edu. Big up to Edu. I've asked a lot of people, would you rather sign a striker or a winger? I'm going to ask that question later on in the show, but let's now just bring it back quickly to the Declan Rice Caicedo stuff, because I feel like this is the major point that we need to discuss. This is the major thing that we need to state on, because there's so many different places and things where we can go, and we're going to get on to everybody else later. But yeah, Declan Rice is going to be the main talking point, but Declan Rice and Caicedo together are going to be the two main talking points. I personally think it is possible that we get both of them, but if Arsenal are to sign both Caicedo and Rice, will you be okay to let Xhaka go and leave? Because that is the question. Basically, I'm okay to let Xhaka leave if we go and sign these two guys. I don't think it's a problem if we sell Granit Xhaka, but we bring in Declan Rice and Caicedo. We've made a massive step forward. Big up Ozan Kabak with the super chat, first super chat of the day, my guy right there. Ozan Kabak saying Balogun will be key for the United States in World Cup 2026. Definitely Balogun will be key, and I definitely do think Balogun will be leaving Arsenal Football Club eventually. He will not be staying at Arsenal Football Club. I could see Balogun leaving Arsenal. I definitely see Balogun heading away from the club. At this moment in time, Balogun is a quality player, but he's just not getting enough game time at Arsenal. He went out to Rennes and he's performed fantastically. And yeah, man, just look at this. Everyone's already loving what Balogun could bring to the United States team. It's very exciting for the United States setup, and they welcome him with open arms. He's going to start right away at striker also for them. And how much this allows us now to sell the player for a little bit more. This will allow us to sell the player for a little bit more, and this will allow us to get more money from the Balogun deal, hopefully. Now that he's moved on, it is a sad state of affairs. But wow, Granit Xhaka definitely seems like he's on his way out of the club. So does Balogun, and yeah, Balogun is going to be a United States player. Talking about Lokonga. When was the last time Lokonga played football for Arsenal? The guy's on his way out. Lokonga is not going to be around for much longer. That is a reality. Lokonga, you can forget about Lokonga. I think Lokonga is gone. I think Lokonga will be sold in addition to Rob Holding, Nuno Tavares, Cedric. One thing we do know for a fact is that we are going to have a lot of outgoings. We're going to have a lot of outgoings, and the two main outgoings that we're going to have are Granit Xhaka and Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney will be sold to Newcastle, and Granit Xhaka will be sold to Leverkusen. Now, I just want to talk about Kieran Tierney being sold for a second. As much as I like Kieran Tierney, he's not a part of Mikel Arteta's plans. He's a quality player, and he'll do well at Newcastle. His injury record, people want to talk about it, everything else, but no, forget about the injury record. It's just the way that we play. He doesn't suit the way that we play anymore. Mikel Arteta doesn't see a plan for him, and Kieran Tierney is the kind of player who he wants to be playing all the time. So I say we sell him. We try to get as much money as we can. I think we can get some decent money from Kieran Tierney, maybe 30 million. We can get another 15 to 13 million from Granit Xhaka. That's 45 mil right there. That's pretty much half of the Declan Rice price tag right there. But yeah, selling Kieran Tierney to a Big Six rival is a stupid. I agree. If we could sell Kieran Tierney to somebody who's not Newcastle, then maybe. But it seems like we might have already agreed to sell the player to Newcastle. It seemed like everyone is already speaking about the fact that he's going to be joining Newcastle, and that's done. Zinchenko shouldn't be part of our plans. I think we go and sign. I think Zinchenko is going to be part of the plans, honestly. I think it's going to be Tomiyasu and Zinchenko who's going to play left back next season, and we're going to sign another right back. Him and Ben White are going to play on the right. Tomiyasu is probably going to be the backup left back, and in the case that Zinchenko is injured, we're probably going to play KB or left back. I don't know if we're going to sign it. And also, if we sign Fresneda can play right back and left back. So at this moment in time, I get it that everyone's upset about Zinchenko's performances lately, but the reality is Kieran Tierney has not been performing well either. We've seen his performance versus Brighton. It was quite shocking himself. So no excuses. We sell players. These players, we don't want to be sentiment FC. So you're selling Kieran Tierney, but you're keeping Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu's injured. We're not going to sell an injured player. The reason why we're selling Kieran Tierney, 50 million, nothing less. If we can get 50 million for Kieran Tierney, I'll be happy. How much do you think we should get for Kieran Tierney? Let's be honest. How much do you think Kieran Tierney is worth? How much is Kieran Tierney worth in today's market? I think the reality is we're going to probably get around 30 to 40 mil tops. I say if we get 40 mil max, that is amazing. But the quoted prices for Kieran Tierney right now is around 30 mil. Let me know what you guys think. The price that you guys think Kieran Tierney is worth. Let me know what price you think Kieran Tierney is worth. And also hit that goddamn like button right now, people. Do me that favor. Go and hit that goddamn like button. Arsenal sacrificed Tierney to build Mikel Arteta's dream back four. We might sacrifice a lot of players. It's not just what do you call it? It's not just Kieran Tierney being sacrificed. Don't forget that. It might be a situation where we also sacrifice Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe might get sold too. These are all the players that are currently on the chopping block, and Emil Smith-Rowe has been added to the list of players who could be potentially sold, guys. This is ruthless. This is what we've been asking for, though. The reality is this is what we've been asking for. We've been asking for ruthlessness. We've been asking for the team to be ruthless. 20 mil most can't keep fit. You see, that might be the reason why we're getting around 30, because we might value him at 50, they might value him at 20, and we're meeting somewhere in the middle, maybe 35 or 40 mil. That's the reality, right? People talking about if Cucurella is 60 million, then Kieran Tierney is 3 million easy. But Cucurella was hot property at the time, and there was a bidding war between Man City and Chelsea. There's no real bidding war. We need a bidding war for Kieran Tierney in order to garner some real wages. Now, how much are we going to sell these guys for? Because I already know Granit Xhaka's price tag is coming out for around 13 million. They're reported 13 million for Xhaka. They're saying 13 million for Xhaka, right? They're saying 30 million for Kieran Tierney, right? For KT. How much for Emil Smith-Rowe and Balogun do you guys think we can garner? Because we need to raise up a lot of money as a club if we're gonna be selling these players. It needs to be worth it for us. So I say like 35 to 40. I think 35, 45 mil for a Balogun. Ferland Balogun, I think we can get 45 mil. I don't know. What do you guys think? How much do you think we can get for Balogun? 5 mil for Emil Smith-Rowe. Bro, are you that bad on Emil Smith-Rowe, Kieran? Xhaka, 20 mil. Nah, Xhaka's going for 13. Xhaka's going for 13, apparently. 45 mil, 13 mil on ESR. Bro, that is low. That is low. If you think Emil Smith-Rowe is going for 35 mil, that's high for Balogun though. 45 mil. 45 mil is decent. 45 mil is decent. I prefer to sell Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah is not on the list of players that are being sold at this moment in time. So from this list of players, how much money could we get from each player? Let's see. From this list of players, how much money could we get from each player? Let's see. Let's do a quick list. So you have Xhaka, right? You have Xhaka, who's gonna go for what? 13 mil. 13 mil. You have Tierney, who's gonna go for what? 30 mil. Now I'm going with the prices that have been quoted, ladies and gentlemen. Emil Smith Rowe, what are we gonna go? 35 mil. I think that's too cheap for Emil Smith Rowe. 45 for Balogun. What are we saying? 45 mil for Balogun? What are we saying for Rob Holding? Rob Holding leaves on a free or 5 mil? I say 10 mil for Rob Holding. 10 mil for Rob Holding. Andy Maitland-Niles, he leaves on a free. Free transfer. Lokonga, I would sell him for 15. Is anyone going to buy him for 15 mil? Anyone going to buy him for 15 mil? Nuno Tavares, sell him for what? 10 mil? Nah, give me 15 for Nuno. Nuno still has a lot of legs on him. He's young. He can go for a while. And then Cedric is probably going to go for free. Cedric is free. Cedric will be free. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's realistic. Is that not realistic, guys? Is that realistic? Let me know what you guys think. Nuno 20, in my opinion. A packet of crisps for Rob Holding. Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to cost a lot of money to get rid of Rob Holding for no reason. KT for Cancelo. I don't think Man City want Kieran Tierney, bro. I don't think Man City want Kieran Tierney. Nuno Tavares goes for 20. Okay. If you guys want to raise Nuno Tavares, why not? I'll go 15/20 for Kieran, for Nuno. What are you guys saying? Add up to around 160 million, knowing Edu, we get half Iga. Wait, how much is this? How much is this? How much is that? Because, okay, 1 second. Let's just do the math. So you got 13 plus 30 plus 35 plus 45 plus 10 plus 15 plus, say I go 15. I go the lower amount, and then, yeah. Whoa, 163. Nah, that's never going to happen. What's the chances? What's the chances we get 163? What's the chances we get 163 mil for these players? What's the chances? What's the chances? Nah, that's way too much money. It's way too much money. Let's just lower it just a little bit to see what would happen if we get these players for a little less. Let's go 40. Say we do 35 / 25, and then you have 143 / 163. That sounds more realistic. I still think that's crazy. Arsenal to sell and to make 143 mil in sales. That's ridiculous money. I don't think that's plausible. 20% off. 20% off. Man said quick math. Yeah, man, quick math. What are you saying? Why are you selling them when you want depth? The plan is to sell these players and to bring in. Look at these guys. Some of these guys are dead wood. This guy here, dead wood. Dead wood, right? Let's see who's dead wood here. So you got dead wood. Nuno Tavares, deadwood. Lokonga, deadwood. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, deadwood. Rob Holding, deadwood. Balogun, not good. Has not played yet for us, so you can't really count him. Emil Smith Rowe, not played much. He wants to leave. He wants to leave. Xhaka, he wants to leave. So the fact that we are selling these guys, there's only really two guys that we might keep, which is Emil Smith Rowe and Balogun. Everybody else are pretty like deadwood, or they want to leave. So that's why we're selling. That's why we're selling them. Because even if we keep them, let's be honest, you don't want some of these guys playing for you. You don't want some of these guys in your team. You forgot Jacques, you forgot Pepe. Bro, nobody wants Pepe. Nobody in world football wants Pepe. Not one club in world football wants Pepe. Arsenal have been shopping Pepe for a year. Nobody in world football wants him. That's how bad it is for Pepe right now. Not one club is interested in Pepe. Not one club is interested in Pepe. I would keep him though. I would keep ESR. I would keep ESR. I wouldn't keep Balogun though. I wouldn't keep Balogun. But yeah, I really think you're overthinking this. Just tighten up the defense next year and you will be a contender. That's the plan. The plan is to buy 5 players. Give up on Fabio Vieira. No, you're not going to give up on a player after 1 year. I think that's harsh. We need Bastoni and Cancelo. Felix, I don't think we're going to get Bastoni or Cancelo. Bastoni is like one of the most valuable pieces at Inter. I don't know if we're going to get that. I don't know if we're going to get that. That's just my idea. What do we think about these prices though? Do we think these prices are realistic? Let me know quickly. I'm going to show you guys this again one more time. Do you think this is realistic? Do you think this is realistic? Do you think this is a realistic? This is a realistic thing. What do you think? You know what? Can I say Lokonga's dead wood? I can say not good enough. Not good enough. Deadwood. Nuno Tavares is not good enough. You can't really call him deadwood. Need to be sold. Better. These guys are leaving on freeze. It is what it is. Balogun wants to leave. Balogun wants to leave, so he's another player who wants to leave. It's just a mess. Arsenal's departures in the summer could be good. We can make some money. Arsenal's departures could be good this summer. We can make some money. We can make some money. We can make some money. We can make some decent money off these guys. But I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a situation where what we think is going to happen is not going to be the same way. Now, yo, this is bullshit, man. Why did I get excited? I got excited for no reason. I'm sorry. I got excited for no reason. I got excited because I seen this and I thought it was legit. Basically, Arsenal are still working on William Saliba's new contract. There are 3 clubs after him. Arsenal are keen. Who's this? Have you guys ever heard of this guy? I don't know how reliable this guy is, but apparently he's super reliable. Major clubs. position themselves, but he will not play again this season. Yeah, we already know he won't play again this season. We already know William Saliba's contract extension is being worked on. A lot of the stuff that you're mentioning here, we already know. A lot of the stuff they're mentioning here, we already know. I just feel like sometimes they say the same things over and over again. Bro, what makes you think Balogun is the future? Like, I hate when people just say stuff. Bro, Balogun, what about Balogun is the future? You want to keep Ainsley, Maitland-Niles. Bro, you're enemy to progress. Out of everyone on that list, the last person I would have expected anyone to say keep is Ainsley, Maitland-Niles. Arsenal should go get Kim Min Jae. Kim Min Jae is a quality player, and he does have a release clause. But I think Man United are way ahead of us on that deal. I think Man United are way ahead of us on that situation. So I don't think we're gonna get King Min Jae, but that would be a quality player. He would be a quality player. I personally would sell Eddie Nketiah. I wouldn't sell Jesus, but I would sell Eddie Nketiah. You know what I mean? I would sell Eddie Nketiah. But what are we talking about here, guys? Like, keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles? Like, what are we doing? Why would we keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles? In what planet does it make sense to keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles? Do you know what I mean? Now, people talking about Cancelo. Let me just show you guys this. Cancelo is not joining Arsenal. The rumor about Cancelo joining Arsenal is very unlikely. We've been linked to Cancelo numerous times. Arsenal have been linked to Cancelo. Cancelo is unlikely to be reintegrated into the Manchester City first team next season. Arsenal are keen on Cancelo, and Arteta believes that it will work out for him at Arsenal. But there are some doubters, like myself. I said Man City will not sell to another Premier League club before they sell to Arsenal again. They'll probably sell to anyone outside of the Premier League. That's just the reality of what Man City are. Man City are not a joke. They don't want to sell. We are not selling you Cancelo. Forget it. You see, even Man City fans telling you right away, they're not going to do it. They know not to make that same mistake. They know not to make that same mistake again. They know it. They know it. Why are we selling Granit Xhaka for such a low price? What on earth is going on? I just seen the price for Granit Xhaka. How much do you think we're selling Granit Xhaka for, guys? Because 13 million. Don't you guys feel like that's too cheap? Don't you feel like that's too cheap for Xhaka? Like, why are we selling Xhaka for so cheap? Why are we selling him for so cheap? Why are we selling him for so cheap? I would want to sell him for more. I would want to sell him for much more than that. And Kieran Tierney, don't forget, a lot of people like Kieran Tierney because of who he is and like how long he's been at the club. But the reality is he's got to go himself. He's got to go. He's got to go because he doesn't get game time, and for his own mental health, he's gonna have to leave. I like Kieran Tierney, but come on, guys, let's keep it 100. Kieran Tierney's gonna probably be sold. All right. Kieran Tierney is probably gonna get sold. That's just the reality of the situation. 1 year left on his contract, not gonna make too much money. That's true. All right, let's now get to the nooks and crannies of the real stuff. Did you guys see the stuff about Raphinha? Raphinha, how much is Raphinha worth to you guys? How much is Raphinha worth to you guys? Because Arsenal are linked to Raphinha and Diaby. Raphinha, Diaby. Those are the two guys we're linked to. Raphinha and Diaby. Personally, for me, I am not a big fan of what do you call it, Raphinha anymore, because he's gonna cost a ridiculous amount of money. Arsenal are still in contact with Raphinha's agent, but you know how much money they want, guys? Let me show you guys how much money they want. I seen an article today. They want 70 to 80 million euros for Raphinha. 70 to 80 million euros for Raphinha, guys. Just get Declan Rice, and that's the team already has chemistry. Will bring it a lot to the players. Yeah, we're gonna get Declan Rice, but we also have to worry about you guys trying to get Declan Rice. But yeah, Arsenal player sales. Let me know, guys. Would you get? Do you want Raphinha? Just keep it real. Let me know what you guys think. I'm wondering what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a situation where if Raphinha is going to leave Barcelona, they're going to want ridiculous money, and I don't think Arsenal's going to pay that kind of money, and I don't think they're going to let him leave for cheap because Barcelona are in a financial situation and they're still competitive. They still want to compete. They don't want to sell players for the sake of selling players. They're not going to do that. So for me, I just let this situation get by. I just say, you know what, forget it. Keep it moving from it. Okay. So yeah, let me just show you guys this. Reports coming out that Arteta has given his blessing. Arteta has given his blessing. What's going on? Arteta has given his blessing to Granit Xhaka's representatives. And yeah, he's on his way out, guys. Granit Xhaka is gone. Granit Xhaka is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, Granit Xhaka is on his way out for £13 million. It's disappointing that we can only get £13 million for Granit Xhaka, who's such a mainstay in this team. Advanced talks with Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, man, Granit Xhaka, he's actually leaving. We've already spoken about Balogun. What's this? Arsenal market central midfield creativity, center back, right back, any left back, depending on what happens with Kieran Tierney. Interesting. I didn't see this report. So that means we could be looking at a center back. We could be looking at a right back. We could be looking at a left back. And 2 center mids. What about the attack? Aren't we going to sign an attacker? Interesting. I think we need an attacker also. We need 2 midfielders. We need 2 center midfielders. Like, it looks like Arsenal are trying to move quick and get stuff done sooner rather than later. Finally, this is good news. Finally, we're trying to do stuff sooner rather than later. I'm pretty sure Xhaka move, we're going to need a massive summer. Yeah, prediction, definitely. If Xhaka leaves, we're going to need a massive summer because if Xhaka's leaving, we're going to need to figure out what we're going to do on that end. It's going to have to be a massive summer. But yeah, just to show you guys what I was looking at earlier, Arsenal's market for a center mid, a creative midfielder, a center back, a right back, and a left back, depending on what happens with Kieran Tierney. This is the valuation for Declan Rice. Arsenal set talks with West Ham over indicated valuation. This is where Ticker Talk spoke about what he spoke about. That is a good tweet right there. I need to save that. West Ham are delaying talks over Rice's future as the possibility of a European final. Arsenal are pushing to get it done. So Arsenal they're delaying talks, but Arsenal are pushing to get it done. We've already seen the Granit Xhaka stuff. But yeah, Edu is basically it's his birthday today, so Arsenal did a little quick montage of Edu and showing him some love. Edu, we need you to do your thing, bro. We need Edu to do his thing. Declan Rice is Arsenal's number 1 target. We know Declan Rice is Arsenal's number 1 target. Arsenal are keen to do business early with Mikel. Rebuild is mounting. By the way, we sold a player. Good job. We got rid of Pablo Mari. I forgot about that. 6 million for Pablo Mari already through the door. Pablo Mari, I hope he's doing well over in Italy. His team stayed up with them staying up. That triggered a £6 million clause where he had to stay. But yeah, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. bad summer. Things we need to do is sack Edu. Yeah, if he has a bad summer, his job is going to be on the chopping block. Tomiyasu, we already spoke about. If you don't know, Tomiyasu is going to be most likely out until next season, January time. Arteta wants an attacking player, 2 defenders, and it will all depend on player sales, of course. We've already spoken about some of these things. We've already spoken about that. Yeah, let's just wrap it up with this right here. Arsenal are clearly breaking spending records this summer and will splurge around 200 million. That is massive news right there. 200 million, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal are going to spend 200 million, ladies and gentlemen. And about 170 of it is going to be on Moisés Caicedo and Declan Rice. So let's do the math. We spend 170 on these two. That means we only have like 30 million left. What the hell? If we spend 200 million on these two, that means we only have 30 million left. Surely, if you take the player sales that I had earlier, which was how much? How much player sales did we get earlier in the video? If you guys remember, from the players that we sold, how much was the player sales from the players that we sold? How much was the player sales? How much was it? Was it 160 something? Or 143? 143 and 163. So say we get 163 from player sales and we get the 200 million transfer budget, we will have a total of what, like 400 million to spend? Nah, I'm joking. We'll have 360. We have 360 pounds to spend. I don't know if the club's going to spend 360 pounds in one window, but I'll tell you this right now. If Arsenal sign Declan Rice and Caicedo, we massively improve the squad. It won't even be a joke. Like Arsenal, if we get these two, it will basically be Declan Rice will replace Xhaka, and we'll still have the same team though. So it will be Jesus up top, of course. It will be Saka on the right. So majority of the team will still stay the same. You'll have Saka on the right. You'll have Martinelli. Martinelli will still be our starting left winger. He's not going anywhere. Odegaard is going to Martin Odegaard is going to be, of course, not going nowhere. Declan Rice is going to now play in the Xhaka role. That is who's going to be playing the box-to-box midfield role. You're going to have Caicedo, who's going to be the Partey replacement now. Now, we're not selling Partey. What we're doing is we're upgrading on Partey, and we're going to keep Partey as a squad player, and we're going to have Caicedo basically being the starter going forward. And also, don't forget, we're going to keep Jorginho also, right? So then our right back next season, I genuinely don't know if it's going to be Ben White is going to be our right back or if it's going to be Ivan Fresneda. But just for this sake right now, I'm going to go Ivan. Right? I'm going to go Ivan Frez. Just for the sake of this thing. You know what? I'm going to keep it at Ben White. I'm going to just keep it at Ben White just to keep it simple, just so you guys know what we're talking about here. So we're going to keep it as Ben White. Center halves next season is going to be Saliba. It's going to be Saliba and Gabriel. Saliba and Gabriel are going to be the center backs. Because Gabriel's not going nowhere. I think Gabriel has a case to be potentially a club captain, or maybe at least second in command for club captain. Him and Declan Rice, of course. Ramsdale. I feel like too much people get onto Ramsdale. Ramsdale's not going nowhere. Ramsdale is good enough to be our goalkeeper for us in the Champions League. Now Zinchenko. Do people really want to upgrade on Zinchenko already? Now let me just show you guys this team. This is the team that we're gonna be having if we sign these two guys to next season. This is what the team is gonna look like. The war chest people are talking about. Gabriel needs replacement. What? Gabriel needs a replacement. Damn, you're harsh. Forget about that. Let me show you this again. Big up to the 78 people in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that goddamn like button while you're here. It's absolutely free. But yeah, so that is what the midfield and the attack will look like if we get Caicedo and Declan Rice into this team. I'm not going to lie to you. Immediately bringing those two guys into this team raises our levels so much higher. So much higher. Like, so much higher. And you know what the thing is? I always get scared of players. So I'm gonna look at injury records. What's Caicedo's injury history? What's Declan Rice's injury history? Because if we get these guys and they get injured and they're out for a long time, it's gonna scare the life out of me. What are their injury histories? Are their injury histories good? Are both of them really good with their injury histories? Because we're going to be signing these players on massive wages. What do you guys think of this team? Ramsdale, Turner, Cavior, Gabriel, and another center back. Don't forget Tomiyasu and Ben White also can play center back. Jorginho, yeah, that's a lot of depth. White, Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, another left back. Yep. Emil Smith-Rowe, Odegaard, Fabio Vieira. Don't forget Fabio Vieira. Egal, remember Arteta is covering Emil Smith-Rowe for Emil Smith-Rowe could be sold, you know. Need a striker different from Jesus. Interesting. Do you actually think you will get both of them? The reality is, I don't know. All I can go based off is the reports, and the reports right now are saying we're going to get both of them. So I hope that we get both of them. But the reality is, it's more likely that we get Declan Rice and we get another midfielder. If we miss out on one of them, I think the person we miss out on is Caicedo. But yeah, let me just show you guys their injury history quickly. This is the injury history of Moisés Caicedo. Moisés Caicedo's injury history in the years that he's been playing football, he's missed a total of 7 games. 1 game at Brighton, and it was because he was ill. Moisés Caicedo has barely had a game. His injury history is spotless. The guy barely gets injured. Imagine he comes to Arsenal, he misses 50 games. It will be such an Arsenal thing. It will be such an Arsenal thing to happen. Yeah, that's 170 M's. Basically, Arsenal is going to pay 80 million for Caicedo apparently, and 90 million for Declan Rice. So a total could be 170 for 2 players. Now that is what I call strengthening your squad. That is strength in depth. Now let me go to Declan Rice's injury. We're gonna talk about strikers, people, in a second. Declan Rice has missed 1 game due to injury in his career. What? Declan Rice has missed 1 game. Yo, the injury history of these two guys. Compared to Partey is a joke. It's a joke. Oh my God. Let me show you guys Partey's injury history. Since he came to Arsenal. His injury history has been ridiculous. Like the guy has missed so many games at Arsenal due to injury. Like Atletico Madrid, he missed 6 games due to injury. Since he came to Arsenal, let me show you guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this right now. 1 second. So this is Thomas Partey. This is Thomas Partey's injury history. Right? This is Declan Rice's injury history. As you can see there, barely any injuries at all. And then this is Caicedo's. Caicedo missed like a couple more games than Rice. He's missed 8 games in his career. Bro, it speaks for itself. The guys are just more available. They're younger. This is upgrading. It's crazy how much games. Felix, you have an agenda against Gabriel. Nah, I don't think he has an agenda. I just think he's just comparing him to other players. Gabriel wouldn't start at City. He wouldn't start at thing. Bro, he would definitely start at Newcastle. He would definitely start at Manchester United. Let's be real. And I honestly think if Martinez was at Arsenal, Martinez would have been playing left back. That's what I think. That's just me, right? Get them now, bro. It's just crazy. It's crazy the fact that how different it is. But yeah, let's just go back to this right here, and let me just show you guys a couple more things. So yeah, Greg Jacobs is the new guy on the block. This guy here, he's been reporting a lot of news. He works for the Times. He covers a lot of Arsenal stuff. I'm gonna try to get him on the show, hopefully very, very soon. I'm gonna try to get him on the channel, but he's been reporting a lot of the stuff. And then yeah, if there's anything else, let me see. Is there anything else that we needed to talk about? I think there's some stuff that we need to talk about. Oh, this is it. Would you rather Arsenal sign a striker or a winger in the summer? Let me know what you guys think. Would you rather Arsenal sign a striker or a winger? How to become a member? Yeah, all you need to do to become a member to the channel is there's a link in the chat right here. Let me show you. This is a link right here. You just need to click on that link to become a member to the channel, and you can also hit the subscribe button as you guys are here to help out the channel. Babe, please. Okay, so yeah, striker. I personally agree. I would rather Arsenal sign a striker. I fully agree with you guys there, because I look at Arsenal squad depth and I say to myself, we need more squad depth. We need more squad depth. We need more players in this team. And where do we need those players? I think we have a lot of wingers. I think we have a lot of wing options. Maybe go and sign a striker. Maybe go and get that player who can fill out the squad, right? Maybe go and get that player who can fill out the squad and can do more, because it will allow us to do more as a team. With right now, who do we have in the squad? Like, we have what? Marquinhos, Pepe, Balogun. I'm not gonna lie, I would get rid of all of them. If I did a sell keep with the Arsenal team, like let me do this quickly. I would loan out Hines, keep these two because we're not going to replace them. We're going to sell Kieran Tierney. We're going to keep Ben White. We're going to keep Gabriel, sell Rob Holding, keep Kavior, keep Saliba, keep Tomiyasu, keep Zinchenko, keep Partey, keep Saka, keep Martinelli. A lot of people I hear saying loan out Fabio Vieira or sell him. It's his first season. You got to give him a chance. Give him another year. Jorginho, keep him until his contract's over. Emil Smith-Rowe, you either, if we get a good offer, you sell him, or else you keep him and you play him in the Xhaka role once Xhaka sold. You sell both Xhaka and Elneny at this moment in time. Some people saying sell Eddie Nketiah. The reality is we're going to keep Eddie Nketiah. We're going to keep Trossard. Reiss Nelson is not going to stay. Reiss Nelson is leaving Arsenal, guys. Reiss Nelson has said he wants to go and find a new place to play. He's going to be leaving Arsenal in the summer. He's going to be going either abroad to Italy, or he's going to go to Brighton or something. I seen the reports yesterday from Samuel McBell. It is sad to see, but he's going to probably be leaving. Honestly, get rid of Runnerson, get rid of Cedric, Arthur Okonkwo, loan him out. Austin Trusty, sell him. Pablo Mari, sell him. Nuno Tavares, sell him. Anthony Midnight, sell him. Lokonga, sell him. Pepe, sell him. Marquinhos is... Why did we even sign Marquinhos? I haven't seen anything of him to say that he's good enough to play at Arsenal yet. And Balogun, some people want to keep him, but I don't think he's going to have a future at the club. That's just me. Buy Tammy Abraham. Twisted Bubba, I don't think we're going to buy Tammy Abraham. I think the days of Arsenal trying to look at Tammy Abraham as a transfer target is over. If I had my choice on who we should sign as a striker, we go to Atlanta and we go sign Rasmus Højlund over in Italy, or I would get Ivan Toney, but Ivan Toney's out. His suspension is going to be kicking in soon. But yeah, Reiss Nelson has rejected his offer. And what do you expect? The guy, Mikel Arteta, is picking him. He's not picking him when he's available to play over a Saka who's been performing poor. He's been poor. Saka has been extremely poor as of late. And he still gets picked over him every game. Every game he gets picked over him. But yeah, Twisted Bubba, Tammy Abraham. I think the days of going for Tammy Abraham is over. Yeah, we Tammy Abraham or Jesus. We need another profile. Yeah, we need a more prolific goal scorer. We need another striker that can score goals like Bagsman, somebody who is going to get us a lot of goals on a regular basis. You know what I mean? That is the plan, in my opinion. I don't have time for all these other things that is going crazy. But yeah, what is that guy's name? Okay, if we Ollie Watkins, I don't want Ollie Watkins. Oh my God, Mason Mount. I don't want to hear about Mason Mount every day. Mason Mount this, Mason Mount that, bro. I'm tired of hearing about Mason Mount. Does anybody in the chat want Mason Mount? Does anybody in the chat want Arsenal to sign Mason Mount? Because reportedly we're in for Mason Mount. Reportedly we are in for Mason Mount, and this is frustrating because I don't want nothing to do with Mason Mount. I don't want nothing to do with Mason Mount. I want to keep clear of Mason Mount. I want to stay away from Mason Mount. I want to stay away from us potentially spending 60 million for Mason Mount. 60. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. 60 million for Mason Mount. Are they on drugs? What are they doing? Arsenal should sign Mane. I would rather sign Mane. Nah, Mason Mount can go to Liverpool. I agree. Mason Mount can go to Liverpool. I agree. Nelson for Zaha swap deal. Bro, we have been linked to Zaha. We have been linked to Zaha a lot. We have been linked to Zaha so many times. It's crazy. But the thing is, Zaha to Arsenal has always been like a half rumor. It was never really a real rumor. It was always like a half-ass rumor, always like something that people just threw around there, but never really like said was 100% factual. It was just something that was out there, but it wasn't like 100%. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to wait and see where things go from there. But in my opinion, that is something that is going to be thrown around a lot. But yeah, Bukayo Saka had an interview also where he was speaking about a lot of things earlier today. I seen that on Arsenal Buzz where they're talking about Bukayo Saka and what the pressure that he puts on himself as a player. I like Bukayo Saka. I love Bukayo Saka. He's one of our star boys. He does his thing. But yeah, man, he needed to step up a little bit more during these tough games, and he hasn't performed at the highest levels. And he's heard that criticism, and he had this to say about it. Let me just play this for you guys quickly. If you guys can hear it, let me know.
Bukayo Saka, before anyone else puts pressure on me, I've put 1,000 times more pressure on myself. I don't think anyone can ever criticize me more than I criticize myself. I really monitor myself and my performances as well, so I don't really feel that pressure externally. It comes from within. It's good to have people around me too, and I try to always keep positive influences around me. Obviously, when I come to the training ground, there are so many good influences, so many good players, good coaching staff and people in this place. I know that if anyone has to tell me something that's a bit more negative, then they are doing it for the best of me, not because they want to put me down. So I always listen to them.
Wow. Elite mentality from Bukayo Saka right there. Elite mentality. He's not complaining. He's not upset. He's not sad. He's not crying. He's literally just saying, anyone who says negative things about me, you say it to boost me up and not to bring me down. Real one right there. Real one right there. That's some serious props for Bukayo Saka right there. But yeah, man. There's the final thing that I had to say before I go. I'm just gonna show you guys. I had one tweet that I had a lot of people responding to. I tweeted earlier today. Where is it? Here it is. Name 5 signings Arsenal should sign in the summer transfer window. Everyone in the comment section, go right ahead. We're going to go through some of these and we're going to see what we agree with and what we don't agree with. But go right ahead right now in the comment section. Give me your 5, and I'm going to go through your comments in a second. Let's first go through some of these. We got Caicedo, Gundogan, Cancelo, Malo Gusto, and Diaby. If I'm not mistaken, Malo Gusto is already gone to Chelsea. Diaby, yes. Cancelo, no. Gundogan, no. Caicedo. Reiss and Caicedo, first priorities. I fully agree with that. I agree with that. Reiss, Caicedo, Fresneda, Scamacca, good. Oh, I love this. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is a perfect window. 10 out of 10. Amazing window. I would love that window. Declan Rice, Caicedo, Bella Fresneda, Moussa Diaby. That's a little bit unrealistic. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Bella and all those Premier League players plus Moussa Diaby. It's going to be these two. I love them, but they're a little bit unrealistic. Declan Rice, Scamacca. I agree with this again. Reiss, Caicedo, Osimhen or Vlahovic. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. But I like the tweet. Reiss, Caicedo, Raphinha, Tony, Sacha, and the center back. Promote when Rob Holding leaves. I like that. Not bad. Reiss, Simmons. I don't know who all these guys are. Nah, I'm not a fan of that one. No. Reiss, Caicedo, Mount. Reiss, Caicedo, Mount. What is this guy doing? No. I get the midfield strengthening, but who's leaving? Is everyone leaving from the midfield if we get Reiss, Caicedo, Mount? What are we doing here? What about this one? Reiss, Caicedo, Vlahovic, Joseph Stopa, and Samak. I don't mind that. That's decent. Reiss, Caicedo, Vlahovic. That's a really solid 3. Really improves us massively. And then 2 center halves that can also play across the whole back line. Very good. Vlahovic. Let me like that. Vlahovic, Tony, Reiss, Caicedo, Mount. Indicia. I don't think Indicia is happening anymore. And Caicedo / Mount. That's spooky. I'm not a fan. Asensio, I've seen a lot of people talk about Asensio. I could really see Arsenal going for Asensio. That's realistic. Botman is not happening. Tielemans is not happening. Reiss, Caicedo, Ivan Toney. I would love that. But Ivan Toney's suspension is a problem. Sell Fabio Vieira. Interesting. What is this Liverpool fan doing? And then, okay. Kundes. Jules. Oh, Mohamed Kudos. I like that. Raphinha is not happening. Osimhen's not happening. Cancelo's not happening. This is unrealistic. This is crazy. Bro, are people on drugs? Man said Camavinga, Mbappe, Levi Kowa, and Vlahovic. Is he on drugs? Yo, people are on drugs. Yo, okay, let's go to some years. Let's see what you guys got to say in the chat. So, sign Osimhen, play Jesus, and back up Saka. That's not going to happen. We're not going to sign Osimhen. That's the reality. Caicedo, Reiss, Mohamed, and then Vlahovic. Mohamed Kudos. Okay. Man said Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, and Haaland, and Pele's ghost. Bro, that Ty, come on, Ty. What are we doing, Ty? What are we doing here? What is this? What are we doing here? Anyways, guys, do me a favor. If you're watching this on the playback or you're watching live, big up to all you guys. Do me a favor. Do subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 20K. We got 70 of you guys in the chat right now. How many likes is the video on? Let me know, people. How many likes is the video on? The video is on 50 likes. Guys, smash that goddamn like button right now. It's absolutely free. The like button is like this. And you know where it is? The like button is underneath the video. It's right here, somewhere here. Right underneath the video, just click on it. It's right here underneath the video. You smash that like button and get it past 100 likes. Get it past 100 likes right there. But yeah, big up to everyone in the comment section. Ask me any questions before we go. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'll be back tomorrow with the panel show where we talk about everything. Is there any new news? Any new news that's come out? Any new news that's come out? Let's see. I don't see any new news at all. No new news. Let's just quickly go through some of these. Let's just quickly go through some of these comments. Yo, these comments are ruthless. Man said Mbappe, Haaland, Virgil van Dijk, Mane, Rodri, and you still won't bring home a trophy. Latvia, Rice, Ozyman, Alfonso Davis. Nah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Please shut the F up. That one's funny. Reiss, Caicedo, Fresneda, Raphinha, and a striker with a budget. I like that. Camavinga, Pedri. Come on, what are we doing here? Okay, this one's good. You got two defenders, Caicedo, Rice, and then Diaby. Okay. Another one here. You got Declan Rice, Caicedo, Guehi, Simon, or Musa Diaby. Oh, Mendy. Oh, I forgot. We're linked to Mendy. We're linked to Ferland Mendy from Real Madrid. We're linked to Mendy from Real Madrid. I haven't seen too many links for Arsenal to Mendy, but let me show you guys. Reportedly, it's what was it? A £20 million rumor. £20 million rumor. Let me show you. This is what the rumors say. Ferland Mendy, the 27-year-old, has been rumored to Arsenal and Tottenham. He's looking for a 3-year deal and could cost around 20 million euros. So I'm not really a fan. He could never really get a game at Real Madrid, but he's a quality player. Do you realistically think Arsenal will sign anyone in the summer? Come on. Of course we're going to sign people. We're going to sign good players. It's just how many of them are going to be good. Igal, he's good in defense. Is he good in defense? I'm not going to lie to you. Every time I watch Real Madrid, it almost seems like he's not on the pitch. He seems like whenever Real Madrid are playing, he seems like he's like not one of the mainstays in the team. He's always like a backup. He doesn't really get too much starter minutes from what I've watched him, at least. So not really a fan. I can't give you too much information on the guy. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. I feel like we've been going for way too long for today's video. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As you can hear, I'm quite sick, but hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. Love for the love, people. Igal, big fan. What about Ruben Neves or Frankie de Jong along with Cancelo for midfield options? I think both the options are going to be are nice options, but Declan Rice is coming in. If we sign Declan Rice, I need a more industrial midfielder with him. So Ruben Neves and Frankie de Jong are very similar to the Declan Rice mold. I need a more defensive midfielder next to Declan Rice. So that's what I'm saying. I'm okay with Declan Rice being the box-to-box, and I need a Caicedo with him. So if we don't get Caicedo, go get me like somebody else. But yeah. I think KVR can play left back. I agree. KVR can play left back. He's very fast also. But yeah, people, we're out of here. Love for the love, people. Have a good day. I'll catch you guys soon.